Well, here we go, boys and girls. This is my continuous coverage of the trade deadline extravaganza. Yeah. Um, I love this day. I love it, I love it, I love it. And we just had like a massive trade happen with the Jets. Way out, I never heard any rumor of this happening. I didn't realize the Blues were going to try to sell at this point. They obviously didn't want to sign Paul Stasny back, which is understandable, I suppose. Um, they do have some fairly good depth in the middle, and they really want a number one center next year. I imagine that's what they're looking at it. They're a bubble team right now, which is unbelievable. They just lost six in a row, and it has them having less confidence in their game. And it looks like they've decided that instead of going for it this year, we're going to load up and try it again next year. St. Louis is a team that basically builds their team to have a shot every year, but they've never taken that time to go for it. I really thought that this was going to be the year that St. Louis went for it because they got some players that are getting older now. Their prospect pool is not bad, but I mean, it's not super great either. There's nothing in their prospect list that goes, that is a blue chipper for sure right there. Besides maybe Tage Thompson, and he's playing right now, and he's probably projects more of a third line center. So that being said, this is the way they decided to go. The trading Paul Stasny. Now for Winnipeg, their depth right now is just stupid. For up the middle, if you've been watching my videos, which I don't know why you wouldn't have been, but I've been saying Winnipeg, Winnipeg, Winnipeg for a while now, and this kind of puts them in the realm of possibly winning the West. I think it's very likely, actually, that they could win. They can make it to the finals with this type of trade. Okay. My computer's doing stupid stuff here. Okay, Winnipeg Jets. Here we go. Their center depth: Mark Scheifele, Brian Little, now Stasny on your third line center, and you could put Hendricks, Kopp. You can always put Wheeler in the middle, but Connor, Scheifele, Wheeler, Perreault, Little, Roslovich, Ehlers, Stasny, Laine. Like, are you kidding me? Like that, the Pittsburgh Penguins showed us what center depth can do. It's probably the most important thing besides having puck-moving defensemen, which Winnipeg has in spades, by the way. Fantastic. It's the reason why I said in the beginning of the year that Winnipeg was going to be a better team than Edmonton this year, and I got shellacked for it because I live in Edmonton. But there was no doubt about it. They just have a better defense. Now, the thing about it that St. Louis got, the little part of this trade that St. Louis got, they got the first-round pick, which is good for them. They had to give up half, $3.5 million in the deal, but Stastny's done at the end of the year, so that's kind of not that big of a deal. What they got though, and I think because they took money back, was Fowley, and that guy has been a surprise pick in the 2015 draft for the Jets. It was not easy for them to give him up. It was like getting another first rounder. It's almost like getting two first rounders. He almost assuredly will play. It's hard to say what he's going to be. It looks like maybe a second line center in the NHL. It was a very, very good pickup for giving up a guy like Stasny. I actually think St. Louis did fairly well for a player of Stasny's ilk. Now, Stasny is a very good defensive center as well. He plays both ends. He's just a good overall player. But to get, like, basically, I know it doesn't, he was a third-round pick, but at this stage of his development, he's like a first. Most people would have picked him in the first round if they would have known he would have developed the way he has now. So it's like getting two firsts. And what else was it after that? Two first and what was the other? Did they get a fourth or something like that? Let me go back to the trade tracker here. Yeah, fourth round pick. Two firsts and a fourth for Stasny is a hell of a return, and they did a good job. But I think Winnipeg did well to go for it this year. They have a team that can win, and they have a team that can win for a while. So fantastic move for both teams, really, at the stage of their development as a team. If assuming St. Louis just decided they were going to go this direction, they got good return for it. I think this is one of those trades where both teams get a really good return for what they want right now. This could hurt Winnipeg down the road when they watch Fowley eating it up in St. Louis or whatever their first round pick is. But kudos to them to saying, you know what, I'm going to go for it this year. I like to see that. Anyways, boys and girls, that's my full 42%. That's all I have to give. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Get your Jaime's Body Lube and your NHL Pearls of Wisdom necklace. Have a great day. Lots of love to you.